Now I got a lawyer. Straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element. Out my element. My the same. Don't need no clout, no fame. No clout. Bought the game. All brand new chain. I swerve the lane. Call the group the gang. Whip that thing. Whip it. This shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it. Bring the. I do. Don't want no. They pull up with that. It's times three. This how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJ. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Flash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, gotta. Yeah. Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Chats and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go for the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game. So much ice. Too much. Had to ice the lane. Freeze the dub. Freeze. Had to freeze the lane. Freeze. Camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up. Guess I'm homegrown. Well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Get the clinics for that baby, wipe this nose. I wipe this nose. What's the link with till they explode?
Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Chats and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
All set. Rafe with the stars out. Not aboard the house. Hey. Get deported out. Moved out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Hey. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. Hey. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard.
Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Chats and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Victory. Gold on my neck. Mr. T. Victory. Zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory. Ice on my neck like a little weak. We run like a Pericles. It's on earth, but it's where I be.
Money over on my install. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my install.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Oakland Raiders. The Black Hole's been waiting all year for this one. It's the Battle of the Bay, and we're underway from Oakland. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
11.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
13.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Bell, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Brandon, this is why I'm really glad I'm sitting up here next to you. It's awfully tempting to go for it right here, isn't it? But it's been a great drive. On the road, you've got to come away with at least 3 points. Kick the field goal.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The give is to Bell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Going left side, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 24.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Now Bell, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Lucky 56.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now he's forced out left. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And he moved left there, Charles Little. Danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is incomplete. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo, and that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A give to Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
21.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Shrugs him off. They can't corral him. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Garoppolo to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Ace! Ace! Left, 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 left!
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. We have hit halftime. Still two more calls. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have...
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Mahomes now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's second down. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes will try again on second down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Slow!
Mahomes to throw once more. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they're through the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. They run with Edmonds, and this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to throw, escaping the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Watch it now, Barney!
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got you.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Go ahead. I got you. Go ahead.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll set up to throw. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. As his guys are in for 6. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll only be a game. Of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now Edmonds. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On first down, Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Solomon Thomas in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They go play action here on first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Now he'll escape to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Come on, fellas, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Mahomes. And quick throw here, that's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. That one goes for 36 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for San Francisco, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. Keep the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones that don't like. But you look too light.